Good day, everyone. I am Katuira. I am from the Philippines, and I am the chairperson of Migrants Trade Union in South Korea. I'm here to tell you I'm here to introduce to you a brief history of the migrant workers movement in Korea, or our motivations in migration and the experiences that we have while we are working here. When South Korea hosted the World Cup Games in 1998, the first wave of migrant workers arrived. Seeing that the industries in Korea was booming and the living standards of Koreans were improving, there was a shortage of workers in the industries where the nature of the work are considered menial or 3D, which is dirty, difficult, and dangerous. Although South Korea was overwhelmed by the sudden influx of migrant workers, they could not deny the fact that it was essential to support the industries with the migrants' labor. In fact, the government welcomed the presence of these migrants, and the industries capitalized on this because they were cheap, efficient, and compliant. Thus, the industries of the Korean economy flourished. The multitude of Koreans who have chosen to migrate since 1904, Koreans migrated to China, Russia, Hawaii, and other states in the US, to the present destinations like Germany, Japan, Saudi Arabia, including the migrant sending countries like the Philippines, Nepal, and Bangladesh, and so many other countries. They all went and left the country to seek a better life. And so that's the reality of the situation of the migrant workers. We left our countries and chose to come to work to Korea because we wanted to improve our living conditions. We wanted to be able to support ourselves and our families, and we wanted to be able to contribute to the economy of our nation, of our countries. This is through our remittances or future investments. Much like everywhere else, it's an absolute fact that there is a push and a pull factor between migrant sending countries and migrant receiving countries, or migrant destination countries. Migrants, including Koreans, are pushed out of the country for lack of a better opportunity. And they are pulled to a destination country because there is a need to be fulfilled, whether to power the industries, to gain skilled workers or professional workers, to gain investors, to create a talent pool of individuals like artists and such, to address and reverse the problem in the shrinking population, which Korea is in the current situation right now. There are so many other reasons why countries like Korea are attracting migrants, because there is a need. Migrants do not come to a destination country just to offer labor. Migrants also directly and indirectly pay taxes. They are consumers. They share their culture. They become investors in the country when given the right conditions. They become skilled or educated enough to offer technical expertise when given the opportunity. They become advertisers and importers and promoters of anything Korean, from products to fashion to culture to arts and even language. Culture, religion, nationality, these are the boundaries that faces us right now. As migrants, we try to break down those boundaries. We give them something else. We broaden their knowledge about everything else. We offer and expose society to cultural diversity, and thus expanding the horizons of the Korean nationals and themselves as well. The migrant workers movement, just like any other movement, was born out of necessity. From the late 1980s to the early 1990s, up to the present, migrants have been struggling against exploitation and discrimination, violence, social stigma, and abuse. The divisions between migrants and locals have been aggravated by misconceptions, prejudices, and negative propaganda. We have come here to work. That is the truth. We came here not just as workers. We came here as people. And as people, we need to protect our dignity. And we need to protect our rights as human beings and as workers.